I don't think there's any secret sauce. I think it's just doing the things that are annoying and that some people won't do, and doing them every single day. I think it's so simple. It's honestly so simple.
Attention. The party is about to commence.
Welcome to the party.
What's up, party people? I'm Julie Foudy.
And I'm Abby Wambach.
And I'm Billie Jean King.
Kinger.
Yes.
The U.S. Open. Start the countdown.
Boy, you're not
starts
kidding.
in 3 days. And coming up later, we have 18-year-old Iva Jovic, already number 16 in the world.
Oh, I
Can
can't
I just
wait.
say she's 18 years old again?
Please don't.
Her parents immigrated from Serbia and Croatia, and they had to basically rebuild their careers from scratch. And the really cool thing is Eva says watching them do that shaped the way she approaches everything now. So how do you become one of the best tennis players on the planet before you're old enough to even order a drink? We are getting into all of it.
Also, very exciting news
Yeah.
is that we are all going to be in New York City this week. And we're going to see Kinger, and she's going to take us, y'all. Billie Jean King is going to take Julie Foudy and me to the U.S. Open.
I know. We've never been.
And
Never been. I
I
cannot.
know.
Oh, we're in for
And
it. All right.
also,
that helps.
this honey deuce drink, is it alcoholic or non-alcoholic? Do
It's
we know?
alcoholic.
I bet
Okay,
you could
so-
get a mocktail version,
Of
though.
course you can get
They
a-
must.
can get-
I'm not going to get the mocktail version. I'm going full honey deuce.
Also, we are going to the Billie Jean King's Power of Women Sports Summit on Monday, August 31st.
Yes.
We're also going to be doing a live pod in the Ralph Lauren suite.
Ooh,
Billie
la,
is
la.
going to take us to the U.S. Open in style. Like, I'm just going to be clinging to Kinger because she's got access to everything there, and I want to see everything. I'm very excited. It's very exciting.
We're like,
can't
hi,
wait.
we're friends of the Kinger. Hi, we're friends of BJK.
They
Yeah.
go, who's that?
Yeah.
We're going to
Anyway,
be
it'll
Billie
be
Jean
great.
King's entourage, Julie.
It'll be fun.
I can't wait. We will be your security guards if you need it. So just,
You know, I've-
let us know.
I've been going to this tournament, wherever it was played, since I was 15 years old. And
Oh
I'm
my
82.
gosh.
And I have not missed a year, I don't think, except for COVID. Yeah, COVID. They didn't let us come out there.
Yeah, wait. So, okay, Wimbledon was 65 straight years. Have you done the math for U.S. Open, Kinger?
It's more,
So
because that was
it's-
61.
so-
Just add 2.
Okay, so 67 straight years outside
Love
of
it.
COVID, missing that year. I'm going to give you guys another quick historical lesson. Kinger loves her history. We all love her history. And being an 18-year-old phenom in women's tennis actually means something very different than it used to because as Kinger knows well, this sport has a wild history of teenagers taking over. Remember Tracy Austin won the U.S. Open at 16 years old. Monica Seles won the French Open at 16 years old. Martina Hingis became number 1 in the world at 16. Jennifer Capriati was playing professionally at 13 years old.
Whoa.
But by the mid-90s, y'all, tennis had also seen the other side of that story. So injuries, burnout, enormous pressure, as we know, young players disappearing way too soon. And Kinger, you were also pretty young yourself. You won Wimbledon, as we were just saying, at 17.
Yeah, well, that was
Won
just
Wimbledon.
doubles.
Oh, Wimbledon doubles at 17. When you were coming up, was there ever even a conversation about like how much is too much for a teenager?
No, because we
Or
didn't have
was
enough.
it just
We didn't have enough. We're trying to add things on it. It's very
Yeah.
different landscape then.
True.
But now it's really, there's so many tournaments, so many opportunities, so much more money. So it's just, it's very, very different now. And it's much,
Yeah.
I think the younger players have to really pay attention to how they feel, their bodies. There's so much competition. You can play every week. You've got to be careful. You've got to get it right for your body and your mind.
It's interesting because the Women's Tennis Association actually helped change the system.
Yes.
So since 1995, players from 14 years old to 17 years old have been phased into the tour with limits and development requirements designed to do just that, Kinger, to protect their
Correct.
bodies, their minds, and hopefully their careers. And those rules apply to every young player, but Iva is 18 now, and so the guardrails are basically off, and she's number 16 in the world, so she can get into the biggest tournaments. Yet her team, which is interesting, we'll get into it with her, of course, is still deliberately pumping the brakes of making sure that she's ready. It's very smart. So, for example, she made the Australian Open quarterfinal this year, and they could have gone straight to another huge tournament. Instead, they skipped it and went back to training. And her coach says they're building toward where she can be 3 to 5 years from now, not just chasing those ranking points today.
Well, good for him. That's really smart.
And as we know, in today's youth sports obsessed world, like, I love this so much that they have that perspective, and they're saying, like, slow it down. You got time. You got all of this.
It's so important to have adults in the room that are saying, that have the best interest of that kid. Because, like, even at 18, I know she's technically an adult, but she's still a kid. You know, like, somebody needs to have her best interest at heart. And I'm just so glad for her team and for her. Because guess what? I think she's going to have a much longer and illustrious career because of the slow roll. It's awesome.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. We can't wait to ask her about all of this. Iva Jovic is coming up next. Abigail, I have a question for you.
What?
What is your travel philosophy?
Ooh.
Yeah, are you like an itinerary person or do you just wing it?
When I travel, I try to plan one and truly max 2 things to do every day, but let the rest of the trip kind of be played out by ear, right? So
That's
it's nice to
actually
have
a good combo. Yeah.
Yeah, to have like one thing to do to anchor your day around, and then to make sure that you get to see stuff, you know, like maybe the Eiffel Tower. Or you can also maybe wander down some side streets or pop into some random stores for shopping. So you know at the very least you're getting one thing a day.
And some of our favorite travel memories have come from like the completely unplanned moments, of course, right? So whether it's like, oh, I want to ride scooters today along the Seine. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
That
with you.
Yeah, exactly. So like those unplanned moments where you're just going is so fun.
It's so good. And that's why for me, booking on Airbnb is always going to be my preference, because you're staying in real homes in actual neighborhoods where it's easy to wander a little, find a local cafe or a bookstore. Glennon loves bookstores. Or ask your host for recommendations, because they're always really good about telling you what the local recommendation is.
Yeah, and it makes the trip feel a little less like you're checking off of a list, a little more like you're actually getting to know the place you're visiting.
Yes, totally. I mean, you still see the big sights, but you also leave room for those unexpected moments, I feel, that often become the highlights of the entire trip. I try to be intentional about the products that I buy for my family. So, Jules, when it comes to laundry, I choose all free clear detergent.
Okay, wait, I actually love this because we're talking all the time on the pod about being mindful about what we eat or put in our bodies, but I never really thought about laundry detergent in the same way.
I know.
Which is interesting.
Same.
Right?
Because when you really think about it, you're like wearing these clothes all day. You're working out in them, we're traveling in them, we're sleeping in them, and then drying off after the shower with them. So it does matter. And that's why I like that All Free Clear uses only essential ingredients that actually tackle tough stains and odors, because I stink, and it's gentle on the skin, you know?
And the thing that I also love is it's 100% free from dyes and perfumes and parabens. And once you know that, you can't unknow it. That's the good thing.
Totally. And for me, between kids, sports gear, and just like life happening, there's always some stain. There just is. Like, something is always happening. Always. I don't know how. It's always staining. Always.
And as we know, with kids and teenagers, workout clothes alone, that's a full-time job for me.
Yes, exactly. But that's what's so great, because it's actually, All Free Clear works on all of that. But I still feel good about using it for everyone in the house.
Yeah. And I love that you can look at the back of the bottle and you actually see what's in it. So they list all the ingredients on the back. And that level of transparency is just not something you usually get with laundry detergent. Plus, my son Declan, he's got very sensitive skin. And so I love that there are no dyes or perfumes, since those can be irritating, as we know. And skin is an organ, people. We worry about what we put on the inside of our bodies. We should also care about what touches our skin.
That's right.
Clothes and what we're washing then.
Yes. Yes. And it just makes it an easy choice, truly.
It works, and it's clean, and you can feel good about it.
Also, Jules, if you've been watching the US Open or attending like we are, you know that those bright white tennis outfits, they don't stay pristine for long, okay? And neither do ours. Sweat, grass stains. Summer is freaking coming for our clothes.
All Free Clear detergent is here to help, though.
Pick up a bottle of All Free Clear detergent for your next laundry day. This show is brought to you by Ally Bank, the bank that knows that being a women's sports fan can add up quickly. Like, you're trying to be responsible, and then all of a sudden there's a huge rivalry game, and you're like, well, I can't not do this. So what I like about Ally Bank is that they don't want you, to choose between those moments and your long-term goals. Their spending and savings accounts have no monthly maintenance fees, which is awesome. And you get the benefit of daily compounding interest, so your money can grow over time. Jules, have you ever tried to teach your kids about compounding interest? Yes. Do they just like roll their eyes?
Yeah, roll their eyes.
Talk to me in 20 years, kids. You're going to be like, you should have listened to us. And you know who you should have gone to? Ally. Visit ally.com to learn more. Banking built for life today. Ally Bank, member FDIC.
And now to the partiest part of our party. The U.S. Open has basically been a measuring stick for Iva Jovic's entire rise. 2 years ago, she showed up in New York as a 16-year-old and a wild card ranked number 389th in the world, won her first main draw match, then pushed a seeded player to 7-5 in the second round. And last year, she came back at 17 years old and won another round. And now she returns as an 18-year-old as the number 16 player in the world, with a WTA title, an Australian Open quarterfinal, and a Wimbledon fourth round already under her belt. And what makes Iva especially interesting is how deliberate this all has been built. She grew up swimming and playing soccer, alongside tennis, kept college on the table, and even as the wins started piling up, she and her team kept playing the long game instead of chasing every opportunity. So with the U.S. Open starting Sunday, she is heading back to the place where a lot of people first learned her name. Only now, the expectations are completely different. Iva, you may still be too young for a honeydews, but you are absolutely old enough to join this party. Iva Jovic, welcome to the party!
Welcome to the party! Iva!
Can you do my match intros, Julie? Wow, that made me look real good.
I'm here for you, sister. I'm here for you. How are you? Big weeks coming up right now.
Yes, last slam of the year, which is crazy to me, but it's the most exciting time, especially as an American. And it is, you are absolutely right. It's not just the results, but New York does feel like a little bit of like a birthplace for me and my tennis. This is my 5th year here, going 2 years in the juniors. This is my 3rd year in the pros. So it's a little bit of like a check mark every year. Where are you as the next U.S. Open comes along?
You probably feel like a veteran now at 18
I
years
feel
old.
like I was joking about that with my coach. I was like, I can't believe it's my 3rd U.S. Open. I'm like, I'm such a vet.
You still have to catch up to Kinger. Kinger, what are you on? 67, we decided?
Well, if she lives long enough, she'll do the same thing.
Right.
Eva, also, I think just watching you mature has been great, and taking it not too fast, which is really, really big. And I think you and your coach decided to go slowly, right? Not to just jump and just keep going like a crazy woman, which I think is really a smart choice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been the whole kind of idea throughout my entire short career so far, but it's a long road. There's many years that I'm hoping to be on the tour, and I want to make sure that I'm not going too fast, burning myself out a little bit. So, I have played a ton of tournaments, but also taken steps back and missed some tournaments to just rest and also to train. I think it's so important to still practice and develop, and there's not a lot of time when you're playing tournaments every week to really make those adjustments, and there's so many things that I still need to improve on in order to be the best player, and you can't do that all the time if you're just competing every week.
I have a question around your mentality, because as a competitor, I'm sure that you want to be competing at the highest level, right? And you want to get as many reps as you possibly can in the majors. And how do you balance knowing that you're still just at the ripe age of 18 and also wanting to be winning and competing at the highest level? Like, how do you mentally approach not just this US Open, but like where you are at structurally in your current career stage,
Oh, that's a great question. I definitely don't have the whole balance thing figured out yet. That's a big topic of conversation, and I think everyone's kind of trying to find the balance. It's a lifestyle that isn't very balanced naturally with all the travel and all the competition, and I'm still 18 years old and also want to be 18 years old sometimes. So I try to, take the strengths of, obviously I'm very driven and I always want everything to be perfect and I always want to get better, and that is a strength of mine, but it can also sometimes be a weakness when you're, bringing yourself down and you want to do better and you're not happy, and sometimes you just need to appreciate how much you've done and, give yourself a little bit of a break and a breathing room. So that's something that I'm working on right now, but as is everyone. I think every personality, we're all athletes in this room or Zoom room. Yeah. So I think we can all relate to that, but I think it's about who's able to keep the strengths and grow with the things that maybe aren't ideal for them.
What are your strengths?
I have like an ability to hyper focus. I'm very focused. When I'm doing something, I'm doing it 150%. So I think that's helped me a lot in my tennis. Discipline. I really think it's simple things that I think people don't realize how simple it is, but I don't think a lot of people are able to show up every single day. And when I say that, some people are like, "Are you like, is that really all it is?" And for me, that's what it is. But a lot of people just aren't able to show up every single day and give 150%. So I think that's my biggest strength, that ability to focus that amount every single day.
I'm curious around your team that you have around you. Like, you have incredible parents that essentially left all of what they knew behind to move to the United States. How does your team help you maintain that 18-year-old self and help you learn how to balance that kind of hyper-focus and obsessive disciplined version of yourself? Like, do you do that, or do you have people around you that help you manage that?
Well, my family is the most important people in my life. I think they always will be. And I mean, my parents especially, I'm very conscious of where they came from and, what they gave up to even be here. My mom was a refugee from Croatia. She lost everything kind of, and it was just a difficult time. So they came on a green card on the lottery to the U.S. So it was a very...
Dad was from Serbia, Eva, right?
Oh, wow.
My dad was from Serbia. So, I mean, it was a whole mess in that area geographically during that time. So Yeah, they got married, and then they came on the green card with the lottery. Me and my sister were born. They were still cashiers then because their pharmacy license, their pharmacist, it wasn't accepted. You know, everyone's like, what is this? Where are you coming from? What's your license? So they had to do all these tests over again. So I'm just conscious of the hard work that they put in, and I feel when I play and what I'm able to achieve, I do it just knowing what has been given for me to be here, because I don't feel like I feel like they also deserved this chance, but they didn't get it. So I kind of try to play for all of us, I guess. So that gives me a lot of strength, even when I personally don't have any. My parents give me a lot of strength, and they're just nice people, you know. We have fun. We like to have fun. My sister's in Bordeaux right now doing an exchange year. My mom just arrived today, so they keep it lighthearted. When I'm upset after a loss, you know, they just cheer me up, and we just go and have a good time.
Wait, Mia, your sister is in Bordeaux right now because she plays at UCLA, correct?
She did. She played at UCLA. She's not playing on the team anymore.
Okay.
She's doing an exchange year in Bordeaux, France.
Good
Arrived
for
2 days
her.
ago. So she's going to be there until December. I'm planning on when I finish my last tournament, I'm going to go over to Europe and visit her, and we're going to have some sister time. But she's amazing, my sister, one of my inspirations.
I know you've talked a lot about Mia, your sister, your older sister, and having these like legendary games against her. and you know, as you do as the younger sibling, I was the youngest of 4. Abby relates to this really well. Also, youngest of, what are you, 8, Abs?
7.
Youngest
Oh my
of 7.
gosh.
Yeah. So
So we got a lot of younger sibling energy here. Okay.
and like she was a very good player, is a very good player, not was. So what were those matches like, and what did you learn from Mia along the way?
Well, I have to say, I feel bad for my sister because I was such a menace. I was such a menace competing against her. I mean, I knew exactly the things that I needed to do to tick her off. As you know, your sibling.
That's right.
And we would be playing tennis, and I would, just call that ball in the middle of the court out, revoke the call, and I would get in her head. And at this time, she was better than me, so I would play all these games. I would win. She would go nuts, and she was like the form of competition. I think she instilled the competitiveness in me, but she was a very good player, doesn't play as much anymore. She's studying very hard now. Going to be in finance, got her offer at JP Morgan.
Oh, wow.
So she's very successful and working very hard. So I'm very proud of her, yeah.
Yeah.
That just
And
means you got to make...
You played a lot of sports, right, when you were younger?
I did. We
even
we
played
both
soccer
did.
for like these two guys, right?
Yes.
Let's go, Kinger. Of course she did.
Of course.
How did we
didn't
lose
have
you to
soccer when I
tennis?
was that age.
Oh my gosh. I tell every single person who asks me nowadays who's like getting into tennis, is there any other sport you would recommend, or how can I improve my footwork? I tell everyone you need to play. I think it's the best sport for athletic development
That's right.
when you're young.
Footwork is great.
It's unbelievable for the footwork, and I say to this day it was the most fun I've had. It's so fun. I mean, I obviously didn't reach anywhere
What
near
position
your
did you
guys'
play?
level.
What position?
I was left mid. I always played on the left
Okay.
side. For some
There you
reason
go,
I
Jules.
kicked. Yeah, I kicked better with my left, even though I'm right-handed.
I was better with my left, and I right with my right hand. But I throw left-handed, so I don't know. I'm weird.
You do?
Wait, when did tennis win out? Like how far did
Yeah.
you go with soccer?
So I started when I was 7, I would say, and then stopped when I was 14.
Oh, wow.
COVID. It was COVID for me. COVID
Gosh,
changed
darn.
everything for me.
Yeah.
The leagues all shut down.
Yeah.
And then I started playing tennis more. And once you kind of start competing at like the national level and need to travel, I just never went back to soccer. I did swimming too growing up. I did swimming for 7-8 years, soccer for 7-8 years. I did gymnastics for a little bit too, but soccer was my favorite. I still
love
say
that.
it to this day.
This next sponsor was made for us. Are you ready?
Yes.
Goodles, our
Yes.
favorite better for you mac and cheese brand just announced 4 Kicks. It's a custom cleats initiative built for the next generation of soccer stars. Here they are.
Let's
so
go.
They're teaming up to give local players near Goodell's headquarters in Santa Cruz, California, their very own custom Goodell's
cleats.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
I got a pair
Very
too.
cool initiative.
Yeah, and Goodell's is making an impact off the field too. They're donating cases of their delicious mac and cheese to area food banks, including Second Harvest Food Bank in Watsonville. So they're supporting kids on the field while giving a big assist to the community off of it. It's very Goodell's. Big flavor, big nutrition, big heart, and now big kicks. Fans can join the fun too starting August 28th. Goodell's is giving everyone the chance to win their own pair of custom cleats. Just look for the announcement post on Instagram to enter.
Okay, Jules, so I've learned that while skills can be developed, genuine excitement can't. Okay, so we know that the best hires we've made have always been the people who show up truly enthusiastic about the opportunity. Mo comes to mind. I mean, the most the most enthusiastic
Monique.
person that we have. She sparks almost like all of us into joy. And we just knew right away that she was going to be a great fit. So if you're hiring and you want a candidate who's passionate about your role, but you can't get that insight from just a resume, right? Unless you post your job on ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/welcome. Plus, ZipRecruiter has a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first, so you meet the right people faster. Find candidates who really want your job on ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now, try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/welcome. That's ZipRecruiter.com/welcome. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Okay, back to the present day.
Yeah.
U.S. Open starts on Sunday. You are going in seated for the first time. And just for our listeners, our party people, a little context. At the Grand Slams, they give the top player seeds or rankings. So at the U.S. Open, correct me if I'm wrong, Eva and Kinger, it's the top 32 players. And that's because they don't want the top players playing each other in the early rounds, correct? So for the first time, congratulations, Eva comes in seated at 16.
Excellent.
Is that surreal to you? Does it seem fast? Too slow? But that I was like, yes.
I don't know if it's too fast, too slow, but it's where I'm at, and I'm happy with the work that I've put in to be where I am. But I try not to focus that much on the seeding or the results. Every tournament I go in, I wanna win, and I wanna do the best I can. But I think if I'm taking care of the things I need to take care of every day, then ultimately I'm gonna end up in the best place. And I think Rafa said this, but I love this quote. He says, "It's not about winning or losing; it's about being a competitor." So that's what I try to tell myself. Like, I don't. Some days I'll win, some days I'll lose. That's tennis, but like every day I'm gonna compete on the practice. Like every day I'm competing with myself to try to be, the best I can. That's what I hope I can do.
Do you have a number in mind, what you'd like to be? If you could say, if you're like 35 years old and you're looking back, what would you like to say?
Oh, come on. What kind
let's
of
hear
question?
it.
No, I want to be one in the world. Absolutely, 100%.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The one thing about you is you do show up. So I appreciate the fact you show up. Showing up is really, every time showing up, it's not that easy. It's
Well, and it looks like that Eva has been showing up, because you've gone
she does
from
show up.
389 ranking in the world to 16 for this U.S. Open. What is the secret sauce that has taken you from 389 to now 16? Like, what do you think the thing is that you've done to get you here?
I don't think there's any secret sauce. I think it's just doing the things that are annoying and that some people won't do, and doing them every single day. I think it's so simple. It's honestly so simple, but it's very hard to do. And I don't think I've not mastered it yet. If I did, I'd be maybe even higher, but I do a pretty good job of that. And also it's about when you're not doing things right, I think, or when you go down, when you fail, when this doesn't happen, like, you get back up and you try again and you go again, and tomorrow I'm going to be better. All right, I didn't do good today, but tomorrow I'm going to be better. So you're just kind of always pushing yourself to be better and to do those things right. And it's not easy, but it's really very simple. If you're working hard, if you're checking all the boxes, and you know when you're putting in 100%. If you're doing that every single day, you're going to be successful, period. But
and
much
so
easier said than done.
Yeah, but so much of that is the confidence that comes with that. And it also is, as we just discussed off the top, like the confidence coming into this tournament knowing, okay, this is my 5th U.S. Open. For a long time, I've heard you talk about that it was a bit intimidating because you were younger, the WTA events, right? And now you are coming in with this whole group of younger players who has some more comfort and confidence at this level. We've got players like Victoria Mboko and Alex Ayala around. And how does that change the experience for you? And most importantly, your confidence.
I mean, it's huge. Obviously, those are peers and those are girls that I remember and know personally from the juniors. So you feel more at home when you're surrounded by those girls. But I think it's also like, it's an experience, when you first rock up, everyone's older than you, everyone's higher ranked than you. You feel like you're this tiny little like chihuahua surrounded by these big like German shepherds, and you're like, oh my God, what's happening? But that's also a cool experience, and that's something that I think builds character. But now it's obviously a little bit more comfortable, and you feel you have more confidence. You feel like you belong there because you're surrounded by people that and are more closer to your age.
And don't you talk to Novak Djokovic sometimes?
I do. I have a good relationship with Novak. I just watched his documentary, The Wolf in the Winter. It's unbelievable. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but
I've seen just a little bit, but I'm definitely going to finish it up.
Oh, it's amazing. I watched it yesterday and I was in shock, but he's a special guy, and I say that completely aside from all the accomplishments on the tennis court, which we all know, but he's someone who, in my eyes, everything that he does he's balanced himself out as a whole human being, and I think that's a big part of the reason why he's able to do and be as consistent as he is on the tennis courts. The things, all the boxes that he's checked, some people, you can go your whole life without even thinking about that. So it's amazing. And he's so kind.
I think he's an amazing person. He's so articulate. He can speak so many different languages. He thinks about the world. I think if he wanted to be president or whatever he wanted, he could do, because he's exceptional. And I don't think people realize, forget the tennis, it's everything else.
It's everything else that's mind-blowing.
He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. And, I was wondering, did you get homeschooling or did you go to school? How did that work?
I did regular school up until I was in high school. And then that's when I started doing the junior ITFs. And then I went to an online academy. It's called ICL Academy. It's a lot of the tennis players actually do it. So it's this online private school that I did for the past 2 years. So when the junior travel started, then I switched to that. And before that, we were in the Torrance Unified School District. Yes.
Torrance Unified School District. I love it. We're all neighbors. We're all SoCal kids, by the way.
Yeah,
All of us
love
are
the
Southern
SoCal
California.
power.
I went to Long Beach Poly. Yes.
Okay. Little rivalry there.
Okay, 3 days, as I talked about, from now you start the U.S. Open. If you take the results out of it, what would you want to walk away from New York feeling like you had a great tournament?
I mean, we already talked about the competing, but obviously I'm gonna compete as hard as I could. I mean, this is a good point I'll make. I've come up with like a little challenge with my coach and team about how I'm organizing myself this week, because New York can be quite hectic, and it can be very hard to keep your composure and stay calm and just feel grounded, which I think is so important if you want to play good tennis. And in those 4-all deuce or whatever, that like little extra of routine and composure makes the difference. And so I'm trying out some things with routines, keeping my room a little cleaner, things like this. So I made like a little pact that I'm going to do those things every day, and then we're going to regroup after the Open and see if it helps and if I feel good. So that's the goal, I would say. I'm going to keep on those routines. That's like an easy, controllable thing that I'm going to do, and hopefully win some tennis matches too, of course.
Oh my gosh. And I love the parent in me, the mom in me is like, and you're going to keep your room a little cleaner?
You're so bad, Julie.
Make your bed, you know?
I want her to keep her room exactly what's going to help her win. Whatever that equals. I don't care if it's a mess. I don't care if it's
so
beautiful.
But it's so true.
I want her to win.
It's so true. If you can feel grounded and feel better off the court, this was a big thing for me, then you play better on it.
Yeah.
Right? That was 100% me. Like, I was very deliberate on that. And the fact that you're being very deliberate on that in a crazy environment. We used to have that same conversation going into Olympics and World Cups because there's just so much noise around everything you're doing, and especially in New York City, on top of it being the U.S. Open, that you have to be very intentional about what you let into that bubble. So I love that.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Let's see how it works. But that's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
Iva, I have a question around the belief system that you have for yourself. Because as an athlete, as a former pro athlete, I do think that one of the big difference makers for me was the absurd belief that I was capable of doing the impossible in many ways. And so often you just don't know if you can do something until you actually just go ahead and do it. What is the belief system that you have, not just with the US Open, but the approach that you bring into every match? Like, do you believe before you go to every match that you, in fact, can do an impossible by beating somebody ranked higher than you? I know you did it at the Australian Open where you beat a ranked 10, a player that's ranked 10th in the world. Like, do you believe that when you go to every match that you can win that match, or are you more guarded? Because I just think that pro athletes have to have a strong enough ego to believe in the impossible.
That's a great question. I think we all have to have like a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, and that kind of, people can get that from different ways. Some people just genuinely have this belief that they literally can do anything, and that this almost like delusion, this healthy delusion. For me, I think I'm more of like I'm a rational person, and not in a way that I'm like reasonable, but I analyze things a lot. I'm a big like analyzer, and for me, I want a reason for everything. I do this, so this is going to happen. So for me, I get my delusion and my confidence from looking back at all the things I've done to prepare myself for the tournament. And I know, so if I step on the court and I'm like, I know that I've done a better job than this person, or I know that I've done this and this and this to prepare to give myself this chance to win the match. And that is where I get that like confidence from. But some people just, I think they just have this chip on their shoulder, and they I don't know, they just have this delusion that they can do anything and win anything. And that's something that I'm trying to build. But for me, it also comes from just knowing what I've done, you know, and knowing that I don't think there's...
You paid the price.
Yeah. Like, I know I've done what I need to do, so I have the confidence that that's going to pay off and that I'm going to be able to win because of that.
Well, it makes sense. You're 18, right? So the more effort and work you put in, the bigger the delusion is possible.
Yeah.
The bigger the impossible becomes possible. So yeah, it makes sense. It's really awesome.
Love it. Go, girl.
Eva, did you know that it is going to be our first U.S. Open for me and Abigail?
So excited.
Oh,
We've never been.
That we're going to be there cheering like maniacs for you. Did you know that?
That's so special.
We're going to be like Kinger's security detail. Keep everyone away from Kinger.
I don't think you have to worry about that with me.
I can't believe you're 18 years old. You're like an old wise soul.
Oh,
like so
seriously.
grounded, so smart. Gosh.
She's very smart.
Oh my gosh.
I am an old soul, though. I don't know about the smart part, but I am an old soul.
How do you know that you're an old soul?
A lot of people have told me that, and I feel like I am. I feel like I am.
I
yeah.
think you are.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So
she is.
mature. I'm like, dang. I have a 17 and 19-year-old that I would like you to hang out with so they could be a little more mature, please.
Eva, who are your best friends on tour? Like, because I know that women's tennis is like you're competing against people that you're hanging out with as you go around to these tournaments. Who's your best buddy?
I have a couple close ones. I would say Alex, one of my best friends, Alex Yala, Zeynep Sönmez, Turkish player, also one of my best friends. Definitely more on the younger side, Victoria Mboko, and I would say Teresa Valentova as well, a young Czech player. A lot of those girls I've known from the juniors, and just kind of met on the tour. And I think women's tennis is in a more open and friendlier place than I hear it was 10 years ago. I don't have personal experience back then, but I think
Interesting.
the women are more open to having friendships now. But it's a balance, and not everyone is able to do that or want to do that, and that's fine. We are competing at the end of the day, so it's tricky to have both. But for me, I think it's helpful, and you're in every different city every week, so if you kind of don't have at least some type of relationships or friendships with the girls that are on the tour, then it's pretty lonely. So
Yeah.
we're all
Exactly.
kind of in the same little boat.
Yeah. I've always found that whole like individual sport, but you need some camaraderie.
You have to have it. You have to have it. If you don't have it, it won't work. When I was the leader, which was 1,000 years ago, but what we did when we're starting women's professional tennis is we made every woman, every girl, we were all part of this purpose and this team. So the whole gang was a team. Like it would be saying the whole WTA is a team. And I hope, it doesn't mean you're not going to beat each other's brains out when you go to play each other.
Yeah.
But we're all in this together. We're trying to make our sport better, grow, and also help it for the younger generations coming up. Maybe you don't feel this way, I don't know. But I just think it's so important for the women to stick together. What we went through is, and it really worked. We all felt we were part of the team. We had 5 continents represented on the board, which also made it very international. They loved that. That made a big difference. And then these things are important, but it's your generation that's going to carry it forward.
Yeah.
So you have to decide how do you want to shape it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be shaping it. I don't think sometimes young players don't realize it, but you are. And even your friendships are all young, which I think is great. But you guys can make a huge difference on and off the court.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm in my leadership position. Sorry.
No, I appreciate that.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but I'm just feeling so much that I had to say something.
No, I appreciate that. And I think that's very true. Sometimes when you're kind of that younger, you don't really feel that you have the power, or you don't think about that, but it's true. And I hope we can make a big impact and make more positive steps, because there is still so many things that can be changed and can be improved and need to be improved, so that tennis, especially women's tennis, can keep growing.
We're quite old compared to some of the other women's sports. Like WNBA is 30 years?
Yeah.
We're over 50 years.
I mean, the sport is the furthest along out of any women's sports. Thanks, a big thanks to you, Billie Jean.
No,
Yep,
it's not
thanks
me.
to Kinger.
No, it's taken a village, believe me. It took a lot of people, and a lot of people off the court as well, that believed in us. But I just want you to go for it. You have leadership qualities, as we'd say,
Thanks.
if you
Eva,
want it.
Go keep that room clean. Do your routine.
You're such a mommy.
Stay grounded. Go crush it this
Oh
week.
God! Now if you see me at the site, you need to hold me accountable. Is that room clean?
Yes.
Did you make your bed?
Yeah, send me
Yes.
pictures
Oh,
every
my
day.
God. That's what Julie's
going to
care about. Julie will care about your damn room. I don't know about Abby. I couldn't tell what you were feeling, but I want you to do your best on the court. I just want you to win. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Let's keep it simple and just do that.
Keep it simple, baby.
Come on, the U.S. Open. We need an American
That'd be
to
nice.
bring one home again. The last time that happened was, I think, Coco Gauff in 23.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Let's do it.
Come on, Eva.
Thank-
Like, we will be cheering you on.
Can we do that from the stands? I have no idea what the U.S. Open etiquette is.
Do not worry about the etiquette. We need to loosen that etiquette up at tennis.
Iva Jovic. Iva Jovic.
Go for it, Julie. Let's go. And they'll say,
I'm
who's
going to
that
be
jerk
so
up there?
obnoxious and loud. They're going to
I'll say,
never
"I
let me
love
back
her."
in. God, I can't wait.
All right, Eva,
I
we
can.
do a party pose. And also, just thank you for coming on. I know
Thank
you have
you.
big weeks ahead. We will be cheering for you. And, if you ever need anything from me or Julie, which I'm sure you won't, we're here. But here's also the offer that Billie Jean will probably offer herself up if you need anything from her.
I told her if she needs anything. I told Alex, your agent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really
If you
appreciate
need something,
it.
ask.
You have a long career ahead, and we will be watching all the way. We cannot wait to watch you in person
go,
at the
girl.
US Open.
Thank you.
Coming up.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
We do a party pose, which is kind of weird,
Man,
but
I need a tennis racket.
Yeah,
The
where's
party
our
pose-
rackets? I didn't bring mine either.
is just it's like a freeze frame that
She's
will go
young.
on
She
our
knows.
on,
She's on it.
How's your volley?
She's young. She's
Okay.
like, okay. Party pose on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Eva, adorable Eva, I'm going to call her. She's so cute.
She's amazing,
great.
man. Boy, am I happy to hear what she had to say.
Yeah.
She's a winner, man. She is a total winner in life, on and off the court.
I think what I loved the most about her was how calm, cool, and collected she is at 18.
Yes.
I think that we are over our 100th episode for this show, and I think I've just gotten less freaked out by doing this show with Billie Jean King, like 100 episodes in. And this kid gets on this call with the three of us, and Billie's here, and she's just like, it's just a matter of fact, right? That like if she just keeps doing the grind and every single day shows up and every single day gets better, she just has that, I don't know, she's got that special quality that you look for somebody that's going to have a long career. And I don't want to like jinx her, but I don't know, she's got what it takes, I think.
Yeah. I love what you
She'll be
said
up
to her
there.
too, Kinger. It was great
What?
about like you gotta reach out and create a gang and create a group, and you are teammates even though you're competing against each other, because that's how you push the game forward. It was really good.
You have
Yeah.
to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
She's-
Good luck to her, man.
Good luck is right. Now I'm totally stoked because I've never had a chance to really talk to her.
Yeah.
And I try to stay away from the players. I'm like,
I know. You know what though? Someone said to me once, it might have been Abby, might have been you, Abs, because I used to do that a lot with the commentating and your,
Right.
with journalism. It's like you got to kind of keep those boundaries or whatever. But they're uncomfortable coming to you, Kinger, because you are the Kinger, right?
Yeah.
So
don't
know
know.
that it's not. So I think you should go up to them and say, "Hey, I want to introduce myself," because they would die. They would love it. Mm-hmm. So don't feel like you need to stay away, I guess is my point.
I hear you.
Because that would
Maybe
be
this is a turning point.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to be
I'll let you
watching
know.
Eva. We're going to be watching Eva crush it. And look, I actually want our show to be synonymous with, if you come on before, that you crush and you win and you go deep. So I think that we have the golden ticket. I think it's the three of us. We're good luck charms.
Okay, party people, don't forget to subscribe to the Welcome to the Party YouTube channel. Click that little bell icon so you can get updates, and it just dings when episodes go live and you can actually watch the chaos.
Yeah. And if you could just take just a minute, we would appreciate it to rate, leave a comment, and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. And be sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or wherever you get your socials at Welcome to the Party Show, where Julie, Billie, and I will bring the party straight to your feed. You can also email us at partypeoplequestions@gmail.com. Also, party people, we got some merch, okay? You can go get our USA hats, sweatshirts that are awesome, T-shirts, tote bags, just so much fun. Go to welcometotheparty.voila.store, voila store.
Voila.
And we'll also link it in the show notes, so don't stress. And also, party people, we've got some exciting news. If you haven't heard or haven't looked, we have a Substack. Sign up to follow us on welcometothepartyshow.substack.com. Kate Diaz, we still love our theme music.
Kate.
Y'all bring it in. Here
Yeah,
we go.
go
We're going to
Kate.
do an USA cheer on 3. Are you ready?
Yeah.
USA on 3. 1, 2, 3.
USA,
Welcome to the Party is an independent production brought to you by Treat Media. Treat Media makes art for humans who want to stay human. Initial Digital is our production partner, and you can also watch our full conversations on the Welcome to the Party YouTube channel and follow us at Welcome to the Party Show on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks for listening.